Failure. Just hearing the word makes most people feel uncomfortable. It's something we're taught to avoid at all costs. Society conditions us to believe that failure means we're not good enough, that we've lost, that we should stop trying. But that's a lie. Failure's not the end, it's the beginning. It's the starting point of every great comeback. Every major breakthrough and every success story ever written, the problem isn't failing, the problem is what you choose to believe about it. Think about the greatest achievers in history, the people who changed the world, the ones who built empires, the legends whose names we still remember. Every single one of them failed over and over again. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before he invented the light bulb. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team before becoming the greatest player in the world. Walt Disney was told he lacked creativity before he built an empire. These people didn't let failure define them, they used it. They understood one truth that separates the winners from the quitters. Failure is not a signal to stop, it's an invitation to grow. The reason failure feels so devastating is because we attach meaning to it. When something doesn't go our way, we start telling ourselves stories. I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, maybe I should just give up. But these are just thoughts, they're not reality. The truth is, failure is feedback. It's a lesson, it's a teacher. It's revealing something you need to adjust. Something you need to improve, something you need to strengthen. The moment you stop seeing failure as the end and start seeing it as a stepping stone, everything changes. Imagine you're on a journey up a mountain and suddenly you trip and fall. Do you sit there and say, well, I guess I wasn't meant to climb this mountain? Of course not. You stand up, brush yourself off, and keep climbing. Because the fall didn't end your journey, it was just part of it. Life works the same way. Every failure is just a fall. It's not permanent. It's not final. The only way it can stop you is if you decide not to get back up. And let's be real, failure hurts. It stings. It makes you question yourself. But pain is part of the process. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. Strength isn't built when everything is easy. It's built when things are tough, when you're pushed to your limits, when you're tested and forced to adapt. When you shift your mindset to see failure as the start of something bigger instead of the end of something good, you become unstoppable. The truth is, the people who fail the most are the ones who succeed the most. Why? Because they're the ones who are taking action. They're putting themselves out there. They're learning, growing, and improving with every setback. The real failure isn't falling, it's never trying in the first place. So if you failed, congratulations. That means you're in the game. That means you're pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone. That means you're one step closer to your breakthrough. The key is what you do next. Do you let failure defeat you, or do you use it to fuel your comeback? Do you see it as a stop sign, or do you see it as a stepping stone? Failure is never the end of your story. It's just the beginning of your greatest chapter. And the only way you'll ever know how powerful you truly are is if you refuse to let failure break you. Stand up, take another shot, keep going. Because on the other side of every failure is success waiting for you. Now go out there and make it happen. Pain is an unavoidable part of life. It's something we all experience, whether it's physical, emotional, or mental. It's that burning sensation in your muscles when you push yourself beyond your limits. It's the sting of rejection when you pour your heart into something and don't get the result you wanted. It's the frustration of setbacks, obstacles, and moments when everything seems to be working against you. But here's the truth. Pain is temporary. It doesn't last forever. It's just a moment, a phase, a test. But quitting, that lasts forever. Think about it. Every champion, every successful person, every leader you admire has gone through pain. They've faced failure, loss, heartbreak, and moments where giving up seemed like the easiest option. But they didn't quit. Why? Because they understood that pain is just part of the process. They knew that if they could push through the discomfort, on the other side was something greater. Success, growth, achievement. All of it comes to those who refuse to let pain stop them. Pain is a signal, not a stop sign. It's your body and mind telling you that you're growing. When you're at the gym and your muscles burn after that last rep, that's pain. But if you push through it, you get stronger. When you work hard on your dreams and face rejection, that's pain. But if you keep going, you gain experience and resilience. Every time you endure, you become better, sharper, and tougher. But the moment you quit, that's when you guarantee failure. That's when you ensure that you'll never know what was possible if you had just pushed a little further. The problem is that most people fear pain. They want the rewards without the struggle, the results without the work. They stop the moment it gets hard because they think pain means something is wrong. But pain is not a sign that you should quit. It's a sign that you're on the right path. It means you're doing something challenging, something worthwhile. If it were easy, everyone would do it. The fact that it hurts means it's shaping you into something greater. When you quit, that's permanent. That's a decision that will stay with you. Years from now, when you look back at your life, you won't regret the pain. You'll regret the moments you gave up. You'll regret not pushing yourself to see what you were truly capable of. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the pain of regret lasts a lifetime. So when you feel like stopping, when your mind starts screaming for you to give up, remember why you started in the first place. Remember what's at stake. Remember that the pain you're feeling now is nothing compared to the pain of looking back and wondering, what if I had kept going? Push through, keep fighting, keep moving forward, because every step you take beyond your pain is a step closer to the life you want. Pain will fade, but the pride of knowing you never quit, that lasts forever. Life is unpredictable. It will knock you down when you least expect it. You will face setbacks, failures, disappointments, and moments where everything seems to fall apart. But in those moments, the difference between staying down and rising again comes down to one thing: your mindset. Your mindset determines your comeback. It is the foundation of resilience, the fuel that drives you forward, and the force that decides whether you will break or break through. When life gets tough, your first instinct might be to focus on what went wrong. You might blame circumstances, other people, or even yourself. But the truth is, setbacks are not what define you. What defines you is how you respond to them. Some people see failure as the end, while others see it as the beginning of something greater. The only difference between the two is mindset. A weak mindset sees obstacles as permanent. It magnifies problems and convinces you that there's no way forward. It tells you that you're not good enough, that you should quit, that success is for other people but not for you. But a strong mindset sees obstacles as temporary challenges. It recognizes that failure is not fatal, it's just feedback. It understands that setbacks are setups for comebacks. And that is what separates those who rise from those who stay down. Think about the greatest achievers in history, people who have changed the world, built empires, and inspired millions. Every single one of them has faced failure. They've lost, struggled, and endured pain. But what made them different was their mindset. They didn't let failure define them. They used it to fuel their comeback. They took responsibility, learned from their mistakes, and kept going. Your mindset is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it gets. If you constantly feed your mind with doubt, negativity, and excuses, you weaken yourself. But if you train your mind to see challenges as opportunities, to find lessons in failures, and to keep pushing forward, no matter what, you become unstoppable. You develop the ability to rise again and again, no matter how hard you fall. The truth is, comebacks don't just happen. They are built. They are created by people who refuse to give up, people who choose to shift their perspective, to focus on solutions instead of problems, to believe in their ability to overcome. It starts with a decision to see setbacks not as dead ends, but as detours leading to something greater. So when life knocks you down, ask yourself, are you going to stay down or are you going to fight back? Are you going to let failure define you, or will you use it to build a stronger version of yourself? The choice is yours, and that choice starts in your mind. Because at the end of the day, success is not about never falling. It's about always getting back up. And the strength to get back up comes from one place: your mindset. Train it. Strengthen it. And no matter what life throws at you, you will always find a way to rise. Life is a battlefield, and if you're not adapting, you're falling behind. If you're not adjusting, you're stuck. And if you're not attacking, you're losing ground. Success is not about avoiding obstacles. It's about facing them head on, making the necessary changes, and pushing forward with unstoppable momentum. The people who thrive in life are the ones who don't just react to challenges. They adapt, they adjust, and then they attack with everything they've got. And adaptability is the key to survival. Look at nature. Animals that don't adapt to changing environments become extinct. The same rule applies to you. If you cling to old ways of thinking, if you refuse to evolve when life demands it, you will be left behind. Adaptability means being open to change, being willing to shift your approach when something isn't working, and staying flexible in the face of uncertainty. It's about understanding that the world is constantly moving, and if you want to stay ahead, you have to move with it. But adapting is just the first step. Once you recognize that change is necessary, you have to adjust your strategy. Too many people waste time complaining about how things used to be instead of focusing on what needs to be done now. Adjusting means refining your approach, learning from failures, and making smarter decisions. It means developing new skills, embracing new ideas, and letting go of habits or mindsets that no longer serve you. It's about being brutally honest with yourself. What's working, what's not, and what needs to change. Those who succeed are not the ones who stick stubbornly to their old ways. They are the ones who continuously evolve, who sharpen their tools, who upgrade their mindset every single day. And then comes the final step, attack. Once you've adapted and adjusted, you don't wait around. You don't hesitate. You attack your goals with absolute determination and relentless action. Too many people spend their lives planning, analyzing, and waiting for the perfect moment. But the perfect moment never comes. You have to create it. You have to take bold, decisive action. If you want to win, you have to step into the arena, take risks, and fight for what you want. Every successful person in history has faced setbacks. They've been knocked down, they've been tested, but what separates them from the rest is their ability to adapt, adjust, and attack. They don't dwell on failures, they learn from them. They don't wait for permission, they create opportunities. They don't let fear dictate their choices, they push forward despite it. Life will throw unexpected challenges your way. That's a guarantee. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to resist change, to stay stuck, to let fear hold you back. Or you can choose to adapt to new circumstances, adjust your strategy, and attack your goals with everything you've got. At the end of the day, success is not about luck, it's not about talent, it's about resilience. It's about the ability to keep moving forward no matter what. The people who win are not the ones who had it easy. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They are the ones who embraced change, made the necessary adjustments, and took massive, purposeful action. So if you're facing obstacles right now, if things aren't going the way you planned, ask yourself, are you adapting? Are you adjusting? And most importantly, are you attacking your goals with everything you have? Because the moment you commit to this mindset, the moment you decide that nothing will stop you, that's the moment you take control of your life. When you take control, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that can hold you back. The people you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your mindset, your energy, and ultimately your success. If you're spending time with people who constantly complain, make excuses, and blame the world for their problems, you will start adopting the same habits. Their negativity will seep into your thoughts, and before you know it, you'll find yourself making the same excuses, doubting yourself, and feeling stuck. But when you surround yourself with warriors, people who take responsibility, push through challenges, and refuse to quit, you will rise to their level. Their energy, their mindset, their drive will elevate you. Whiners focus on problems, warriors focus on solutions. When something goes wrong, a whiner will complain about how unfair life is, how difficult things are, and how the odds are stacked against them. They see obstacles as reasons to stop. Warriors, on the other hand, don't waste time complaining. They acknowledge the problem, but then they immediately ask, what can I do about it? They look for solutions, they take action, and they find a way forward. If you want to grow, you need to be around people who challenge you to think bigger, to push harder, and to never settle. Your environment shapes your mindset more than you realize. If you spend time around people who lack ambition, who settle for mediocrity, and who are comfortable being average, it will be nearly impossible for you to stay hungry and driven. But when you're surrounded by warriors, people who set big goals, take massive action, and refuse to accept anything less than success, you will be forced to level up. Their mindset will become your mindset. Their discipline will push you to be more disciplined. Their hunger for success will ignite something inside you. The truth is, energy is contagious. Whether it's positive or negative, it spreads. If you're constantly around people who are draining, who doubt themselves, who hesitate, that energy will pull you down. But if you spend time with people who are relentless, who believe in themselves, who take bold action, you will absorb that energy. You will start to think like them, act like them, and ultimately succeed like them. That's why it's crucial to protect your circle. Be intentional about who you let into your life. Warriors don't waste time with drama, gossip, or negativity. They are focused on growth, on progress, on winning. They don't make excuses, they make adjustments. They don't dwell on failures, they learn from them. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. If you want to reach the next level in your life, you need to be surrounded by people who push you forward, not hold you back. People who inspire you, not drain you. People who challenge you, not enable your weaknesses. Look at your circle right now. Are the people around you pushing you to be better? Are they challenging you to level up? Or are they keeping you in the same place, making the same excuses, living the same average life? If you want to change your future, you have to change who you surround yourself with. Cut out the negativity, distance yourself from the complainers, and start seeking out people who are hungry, driven, and committed to success. Your life is a reflection of the people you associate with. If you surround yourself with warriors, you will become one. If you surround yourself with whiners, you will stay stuck. The choice is yours. Choose wisely. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is not intelligence, luck, or talent. It's action. Relentless, unstoppable, no excuses action. The people who rise to the top are not necessarily the smartest or the most gifted. They are the ones who refuse to quit. They take action even when they don't feel like it, even when they're tired, even when they're uncertain. They push forward no matter what. Most people wait. They wait for the right time, the perfect conditions, or some external motivation to get started. But the truth is, there will never be a perfect time. There will always be obstacles, challenges, and reasons to delay. If you let those excuses dictate your actions, you will never move forward. The key is to take action anyway. When you feel doubt creeping in, take action. When you don't have all the answers, take action. When you fail, take action again. Momentum is created through movement. The more action you take, the more progress you make. Even small steps build momentum. And once you have momentum, everything becomes easier. But if you hesitate, if you stop and overthink, you kill your momentum. That's why the most successful people don't wait for motivation. They create it through action. They understand that clarity comes from doing, not from thinking about doing. Taking relentless action means refusing to accept excuses, your own or anyone else's. It means showing up every single day, putting in the work, and staying committed even when things get hard, because they will get hard. There will be setbacks, failures, and moments when you feel like giving up. That's when most people quit. But the ones who push through, the ones who keep taking action despite the pain, are the ones who win. Your mind will try to convince you to stop. It will tell you that it's too difficult, that you're not ready, that you should wait. That's just fear talking. Fear wants you to stay comfortable, to stay safe, to avoid failure. But comfort is the enemy of growth. If you want to create a life that is extraordinary, you have to push past the fear, take the leap, and do the work relentlessly. Relentless action is not about perfection, it's about consistency. It's about showing up every day even when you don't feel like it. It's about making progress no matter how small. Success is not built in a day, but it is built daily. Each action you take, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals. And over time, those small actions add up to massive results. Excuses are easy. Taking action is hard. That's why most people settle for average. But you are not most people. You have the power to take control of your life, to push through obstacles, and to create the future you want. The only thing standing in your way is inaction. So stop waiting, stop hesitating, stop making excuses. Take relentless action no matter what.